Welcome back to another episode, another video episode. On Techno Eclipse, I'm Scott. Hello. So today I'm going to talk about, can a MacBook Pro from 2013 game? And not just 2013, but a MacBook Pro in general. And the answer may actually surprise you. Today on Techno Eclipse. So everyone knows right now the most popular game out is Fortnite. And Fortnite is pretty fun. I don't know if you've played it before. It's free to download, which is my favorite part about it. Because I don't really care for paying for games. I don't really game that much. But I do have a couple games that I do own that I will test out on this computer. Fortnite is one of them because it's free, because this computer is going to struggle with newer games. To just being honest, it's going to struggle with newer games. It's going to struggle with playing at the highest resolution. It's going to struggle at playing with the highest settings. It's going to struggle doing that stuff, and the fans will spin, and they'll spin the whole time. But the good news is that it's playable. I was playing, you'll see on a little clip here that I was playing Fortnite, averaging anywhere from 30 to 42 frames per second. Pretty solid. No, it's not two 1080 Ti's and SLI or whatever. It's not, but it's a laptop and it's from 2013 and it's a MacBook. So I'm pretty happy with the performance. I think I was playing on 1200 by 800 resolution. It looked good on the screen. It looked like it was higher resolution than that, in my opinion. But it looked solid. And the reason I'm not filming it I'm filming it with the camera and filming it to the screen is because I did not want to stress the computer any more than I had to, and I know there's other ways to record off that. I've seen videos, but I don't have a spare computer just lying around to do that. Although I believe there's a MacBook right there. It's my girlfriend's MacBook, though, and she didn't have Windows on it, so I couldn't really do that. But what does that mean for other games, for other types of titles? Well, Fortnite isn't the most difficult to play game on the planet. I think we all know and understand that it's a pretty basic game in terms of colors, in terms of characters, in terms of settings. I mean, it's still a newer game, so it's still gonna push the GPU because their newer games leverage the GPU. And this has a 750 with 2048 megabytes of VRAM. So I mean, it works. It's great. I mean, I think you could say that a Mac can game, and this Mac is 5 years old. The fact that it can game to this day, playing a new title that everyone is playing today, is excellent, and it is exciting. I'm interested to hear what you guys think about a Mac being able to game without an external GPU. The gameplay is fine. There's no dips or anything. I didn't notice any dips. I played a full game. Came in 11th, which is good. I didn't kill one guy, though. That's basically how I play. I just try to hide the whole time and then get, 11th. But I'm not very good at Fortnite, so. But a couple things you need to think about when doing something like this. If you look at the keyboard here, you'll notice that F2 is brightness and F1 is dimming. So in order to use those, you need to hit, I believe it's FN, and then F2 or F1 to use them. Otherwise, it'll just brighten the screen. Also, the CPU is located in this region, or the GPU is located in this region. CPU is located in this region. And what that means is that this part of the MacBook is the warmest part of the MacBook. And when you have your fingers laying on these keys, they do get relatively hot. So I would suggest using an external keyboard such as this one, built for gaming. That one is relatively cheap, but it works fine. And you're also going to need an external mouse because the trackpad's not going to work due to like the Windows drivers, and it's an Apple trackpad that doesn't work that well on Windows. So you need to keep that in mind, that this area is going to get extremely warm. Does that make it unbearable? A little bit. I was playing the game and my fingers were noticeably warm playing Fortnite with the fans blasting at full speed. It was fine, but you need to remember that if you buy a MacBook Pro for gaming, you need to make sure that you're using it for something else. So in terms of myself, I use my MacBook to edit these amazing videos. So for me, it makes a lot of sense to have a MacBook due to the integration with my phone, my iPad, AirPods, and stuff like that. It makes a lot of sense. It's not built for gaming though, so you need to remember that when you are buying a MacBook, if it can game, that's great, but that needs to be an additional thing. So a MacBook Pro from 2012, the i5 2012, 2.4 gigahertz, 4 gigabytes of RAM, MacBook 13-inch, that's like the most popular MacBook of all time, apparently mid-2012. That MacBook won't game. It can't. It doesn't have a dedicated GPU or anything. But a late 2013 with a dedicated GPU, it can game additional to the software optimization on Final Cut or iMovie, whatever you use, and it's going to like render those videos extremely fast. But you need to remember that buying a MacBook Pro for gaming is foolish. It's not a good idea. But if you buy it for video editing or Photoshop or to start a business or something like that, it makes a lot of sense. It's a great computer. It's extremely reliable. In my life, it's extremely more reliable than a Windows computer because I don't turn it on every day and have a new update or something else. I mean, I'll shut it off on accident and my Windows would still be. It's extremely reliable for what I need. I've never had problems with it. If I do have problems with it, it's normally super simple to fix. But with a Windows computer, there's a lot more things that you can fiddle with, I guess. So that's my 2 cents on why buying a MacBook Pro for gaming doesn't make a lot of sense. But buying a MacBook Pro for video editing and content creation and playing video games in a Windows boot camp sometimes is great. Then that's what I would suggest doing if I were you or if I were somebody looking to buy a MacBook. So those are my 2 cents from my experience. Also, don't buy a new MacBook right now. Wait like a month, not even for the keynote. It's like 2 weeks away. Just wait 2 weeks and then you can buy a new MacBook. All right, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys use a MacBook Pro for gaming? Or do you use an eGPU for gaming? Those are way more expensive, and those don't make a lot of sense to me for what I do. But I don't think that those make a lot of sense for anybody, in my opinion. But if you buy them, that's fine. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. This is Scott with Techno Clips, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, head over to finsclothing.com. Link will be down below to get some awesome merchandise that will help save the Dolphins. Thank you again for watching, and again, have a nice day.